You can see yourself as a cake that is missing pieces and needs to be completed and perfect. And you need to keep filling all of these holes and these gaps of pieces of cake that have been taken from you. Or you can realize you are a full cake and your desires are here to expand this cake and make it bigger and bigger and bigger and decorate it with all kinds of toppings. But your desires are only enhancing you and complementing you. They are not filling a void. And when you can approach desire from that place, rather than this neediness, this lack, this void, which ends up being pretty repulsive and keeps the cake with missing pieces, when you realize that you are a big, beautiful cake already, and you don't need your desires, but you want your desires from this place of joy, because it will give you joy to expand. When your desires are fulfilled, it will just feel much better than what you already feel, which is already great. It's just enhancing and amplifying what you're feeling. When you look at desire from that angle, you change the game completely. But most people look at desire from this place of need, and need and desire are two completely different things. Most people think that they need their desires, and it gets all entangled, and it becomes like an obsession. I need this thing, I need this thing, I need more money, I need this partner, I need a relationship, I need more friends, I need more love, more attention. But when you learn to be this big, beautiful cake, you are already a big, beautiful cake, which is then being decorated with some. Okay. Which is then being decorated with some enhancements. Every desire just makes the cake even more beautiful, even more delicious, even greater, more expansive, more filling. And when someone is eating from this cake, they're not taking from the core cake itself, they're just taking and sharing these enhancements. And you want to share these enhancements, you want to share this abundance. It's not the core cake, is everything is being taken and nothing will be left. And that's how it feels for a lot of people. And I have been in that place before where it's like I feel like my energy is being stolen and I barely have any energy and people are taking whatever is left of me. Instead, you can have a completely different perspective. That my core is an infinite source. I have an infinite core. My big beautiful cake is endless, it's infinite. No matter what someone takes, it's always whole. I always have enough to give. I always have plenty to give. And that doesn't mean I have to keep giving all the time. There's no obligation to give, there's no compulsion to give. But when I feel like giving, when I want to give, from this place of I want to give, I want to share, it never feels like you're losing your essential wholeness. You're giving because you want to give, because you have enough to give, because you have plenty to give. And that's your identity. I have plenty to give. I am an abundant, infinite source of light, energy, life, joy, beauty, and I just want to share this. But if you are with the identity of I have very limited energy and very limited resources, and I'm in this place of scarcity and neediness, and I feel incomplete, and I need things from people to complete myself, and I barely have anything to give, and people just want to take from me and take from me and take from me, and I just feel depleted and depleted, depleted. You're not connected to your infinite source of energy. That's the only difference. Is are you identified with being an infinite source of energy who gives when you want to give, or are you this very little battery which is on reserve and you have to fill up the battery and people are trying to steal from you all the time? It's really an identity. For people who have not heard of this concept of identity before, it's literally how you see yourself, how you identify yourself, how you look at yourself, what's your story about yourself. And that gets reinforced in all your actions, in all your beliefs, and how people relate to you, how you relate to people, how you communicate yourself to people. We are doing it all the time. We keep feeding our story. If our story is that we are empty, on reserve, needy, we keep communicating that. Even if we don't say it in words, it keeps showing in our actions. It keeps showing in our behavior, our attitude. But when you are truly connected to this infinite source of energy that is your soul, and you are that soul, and you realize, yes, I have infinite love and life and beauty to share. I just want to give when I want to give. And when I don't want to give, I'm just enjoying my life and I'm doing my thing. And there's nothing bad about it, there's nothing wrong about it. Because that's my alignment right now. Right now, my alignment is to rest, enjoy, take in the beauty, the nature, the life, the love, the divinity, the pleasure. I'm in this receiving mode, and then I'm in this giving mode, and sometimes I'm in both together. But there is this very natural, aligned, tuned energy as compared to scarcity and neediness, being on reserve, trying to guard the little that you have. It's a belief. It's literally a belief. When you think that you have very little, it's not the reality. It's how you're looking at the reality. Just to understand that shift, it's how you're looking at the reality. It's like there is an infinite ocean of energy, but you have created this tiny circle, and only whatever water is in there, I only have that much. And your whole focus is inside this tiny pot. I only have this much, I only have this much, I only have this much. Because you don't allow the ocean to flood you and fill up this container. You don't realize that you have the ocean of abundance all around you. That's literally what it is. The perspective is very limited. It's very focused on what's missing, what's empty, rather than the whole abundance that is available to you. And zooming out and just being able to take this abundance in. It requires transformation, it requires inner work. You have to let the abundance fill you up, flow into you, break your barriers, break your limitations. And it's very scary because you've identified for a very long time as this container who has to protect everything, and everything is small and scarce and limited, and I need to have very strong boundaries, and I need to protect everything. I cannot let anything and I cannot let anything out. When you're in that mindset, you're completely disconnected from the abundance. And then in a different mindset, things can just flow seamlessly, smoothly, because you are the infinite ocean and you have the infinite ocean. This was the core of the conversation that we are having in the wormhole today. The recordings are available. So this phase of the wormhole is charged. Previous phase was free. You can also watch the recordings from there. But these are the levels of conversation that we are having. The participants in the groups are having massive breakthroughs, massive transformations. Like literally, people are changing on a day-to-day basis. The amount you can change in 9 days, in 18 days, in 27 days is 9x, 18x, and 27x more than you can imagine what you can change. Every single day, you can become a whole different person that's a lot more abundant, that's a lot more blissful, pleasurable. Instead of feeling empty and scarce, you just feel abundant, more abundant. Your cake keeps growing, becomes more beautiful, richer, tastier, everything. This is what we are doing in the wormhole. If you want to tap into this energy, if you are ready for this level of transformation, you can get the link in the description below. I'd love to have you in there. Thank you for joining in today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your shares, your comments, your likes, your messages that you sent to me. I really appreciate it. So please keep that going, because it also keeps me fulfilled, keeps me going. I love hearing that my work is impacting people. Thank you for sharing. Today is day 18, and I will see you tomorrow for day 19 of the 64-day journey.